Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. XRP buyback program proposed to Japanese financial giant SBI. Details. Okay guys, let's get into it. So, first thing when I saw this was like, oh, here we go again. We've been here very much before, and I didn't like it the first time. But this sounds a little bit different to me, I'll be honest with you. So I'll just break it down in like a real simple way from what I've gathered, from what I've read of this article. And so, you know, one of the things that they're talking about here is that a company has spoken with SBI, and they're just talking about how, you know, XRP suffered, you know, due to certain conditions, the lawsuit and things like that. And they're saying, hey, you know, maybe something that you could do to try and help, you know, raise the value is kind of follow MicroStrategy's procedure with Bitcoin, right? Follow their process, and that's just buying up Bitcoin, buying up Bitcoin, buying up Bitcoin. Which then obviously triggers supply and demand mechanics, right? Because, you know, the more of the supply that's getting eaten up, the less there is available. So as the demand grows, you know, the price is going to go up exponentially, right? Because there's less supply available. And so, you know, when I looked at this, to be honest with you, I was a bit like, I'm kind of surprised that they're calling this a buyback program, because to me, this doesn't really sound like a buyback program, to be specific, in all honesty. This just sounds to me like just buying up XRP, just buying up more XRP, because, you know, like if you're talking about a buyback program, you know, it's normally like you're buying it back from people, right? Or, you know, from a company, etc. And it's like, it's almost like as if like you've given XRP away and then you're buying it back at a later date or something like that. That's not what's happening here. All they're basically saying is, hey, you know, just give out regular reports so people know what's going on with XRP, how much you buy in, how much you hold, that kind of thing, to, you know, increase transparency, and then just buy more XRP and basically hold it to just help decrease the supply, which will help, obviously, as I say, with the supply and demand mechanics, as obviously the demand increases. And so when I looked at this, I kind of felt like buyback wasn't really the correct word for this, in my opinion. That might just be me, but I didn't think it was an accurate reflection of what they were talking about here. To me, it's more just like just buying up XRP and holding it. That's really what it just sounds like to me. But yeah, like I do want to make it clear there is a big difference here, because I know there's going to be people, and like for example, Jimmy Valley was somebody who was talking about a buyback proposal before. They might try and latch onto this to try and make out like they were right, that this is completely different. So this doesn't change anything about his buyback proposal. Even David Schwartz said it sounded like a scam, and, you know, I think it did as well. So it doesn't change anything in that regard whatsoever. This is a completely different type of thing. But look, the one thing that I will say about this though is, like, you know, if this is something that SBI really want to do, then to be honest with you, I'm all for it. Like, hey, if you really like XRP and it's something that you want to utilize a lot in the future, then yeah, if you want to just buy up a load of them, like kind of like what MicroStrategy have been doing with Bitcoin, then you're entitled to do that. And yeah, it will help with supply and demand as well. So, you know, it's a positive. Now, the one thing I will say is just like, it's going to take a lot more buy-in than like what MicroStrategy does with Bitcoin, because the supply of XRP is much larger than Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's got roughly like I think it's like 21 million supply. XRP's got like 100 billion. So, you know, it's going to take a lot more buying pressure to try and help really significantly increase the supply and demand mechanics than it would with Bitcoin. So, you know, if they're really wanting to make a real impact with this, I think they're going to have to really turn up the buying pressure quite a lot. It's not going to work doing it the same amount as what they do with Bitcoin. That's not going to make a notable difference, really. But overall, like in the general sense of this, hey, like if this is something that they want to do, then why not? You know, like it's a positive in the end, because they are just taking more of the supply off of the market. So as long as they're willing to hold, it will eventually just continue to, you know, help the asset gain value over time. So I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that. Like, as I say, MicroStrategy have been doing that for a good while now. And to be honest with you, I don't think they've necessarily done it just to raise the price. I think they genuinely hold Bitcoin because they believe in it, right? Like, this is the thing. Like, a lot of people, when Bitcoin first came out, that they didn't believe in it. Like, it's funny, I was watching an interview on CNBC the other day on my phone on YouTube, and it was basically from when Bitcoin hit, I want to say it was $10,000 or something like that, or maybe $100. I can't remember now. And there was an interview with two hosts from like CNBC and one other guy who's a bit more well versed in Bitcoin. And, you know, these two hosts were trying to like really jump on this guy for believing in Bitcoin, and they were saying like, you know, this isn't going to work and could easily just get hacked and things like that, and it's internet money, so they can just shut it down and things like that. And like, you could tell they were just absolutely clueless. Like, they're talking like they think they understand what crypto is, but they really have no clue. And so, you know, there's a big difference now as you're starting to see Bitcoin. You know, I mean, it's been going on leaps and bounds for a while now, but it's a force to be reckoned with at this point. I mean, it's flipped gold. It's literally flipped gold. So what can you say anymore? You know, for all the naysayers out there about Bitcoin, it can't be denied at this point, and crypto is here to stay. So, you know, for a lot of people who did always believe in crypto like this, and XRP being one of the cryptos that they believe in, then yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you want to hold quite a hefty amount of XRP on your balance sheet if you believe this is something that's going to be very valuable and something that you just believe in generally, right? Again, like, you know, the intentions are pure, so I think it's fine. Like, in the general sense, I think this is absolutely fine. I see no issue with it. But yeah, I do want to just make the clear distinction that this isn't the same as the buyback proposal that Jimmy Valley proposed. This is completely different. In my opinion, this isn't even really a buyback. You know, as I said, I don't want to keep going over that, but I'm just trying to make it clear because I don't want this to be muddled up. Like, you know, I've already seen like an influencer mention something about a buyback, and I'm just like, you know, like, maybe they use this term because it already had a lot of hype around it from before, so they knew just putting that kind of wording would just, you know, hook people in. I don't know, but I'm just surprised that that's the wording that they've used for this. But as I say, you know, it's all good either way. It's not the same kind of thing, so just making that clear. But yeah, overall, I see nothing wrong with this. It's something that could easily help overall with XRP's, you know, value. So it could only be a positive. And, you know, doing this right now while we're in the bull run, you know, this could be something that helps us, who knows, like substantially, you know, you never know. So yeah, I'll definitely be on board if this is something I want to do. So we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, like, this isn't a bad idea. I think there's nothing wrong with it overall. And we'll see if this is something that actually comes to pass. I'll keep you updated if I find anything new on this. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell. Take care.